Hello students, welcome to Target IES. Let us continue with module number 4 of pre-stress concrete. I hope you are enjoying this topic, right? काफी simple topic लग रहा है. See, in the first 3 modules, I have introduced you and given the detailed explanation of pre-stressing. But now let us see the losses associated with pre-stressing. Okay. So this chapter name is pre-stress losses. This is a completely new chapter and a very important chapter and a very simple one. See, there are 6 types of losses which can be incurred in pre-stressing process. ठीक है? कितने? 6 type. So what are this? Remember the first one is elastic shortening of concrete. What is the first one? Elastic shortening of concrete. ये क्या होता है? Obviously you are giving some compressive force, right? You are giving some compressive force to the concrete. तो whenever you are compressing something क्या हो जाएगा? Short हो जाएगा ना? So that's what it is. The first loss is because of elastic shortening of concrete. Let me make it very clear. So if you are doing pre-tensioning, only then elastic shortening will be present. In case of post-tensioning, first your concrete is casted and then your bars are and then you have a stretched bar and it is anchored, right? So there won't be losses of elastic shortening if you are going for post-tensioning. But इसमें भी एक clause है, इसमें भी एक clause है. See, whatever we have seen so far, we had a wire going at constant eccentricity, that's it, right? But if you have multiple wires, if you are pre-stressing in layers, okay, if we are doing successive pre-stressing, so first you are pre-stressing at this level and then you are further pre-stressing by adding one more wire and then you are further pre-stressing by adding one more wire. This is called as successive pre-stressing. So in this case again, even in the case of post-tensioning, you will be having this elastic shortening. Okay, so if you have only single elastic shortening or साइमल्टेनियस इलास्टिक शॉर्टनिंग, तीन वायर है, तीन वायर एक ही बार आपने स्ट्रेच किया एंड एंकर कर दिया है, देन यू विल नॉट हैव इलास्टिक शॉर्टनिंग. ओनली इन केस ऑफ सक्सेसिव pre-stressing you will be having this elastic shortening. This is a very important bit which you have to remember and it is very repetitive. Why? I will explain you later on, not at all a problem, just hardly 2 minutes topic. Next, due to creep on concrete. What is creep? What is creep? It is a long-term strain associated when a body is subjected to loading, right? The same concept what you have studied in RCC. Obviously, if you have a concrete subjected to loading, after some time, you will be seeing this long-term strain, which you are calling it as creep. Next, shrinkage of concrete. Obviously, these two are different. Elastic shortening is instantaneous one because you are compressing a member. As you are compressing, वो थोड़ा size कमेगा. That's the different thing. Next is shrinkage with respect to time. Obviously, as we have studied the properties of concrete in building materials, it will show certain shrinkage. Even RCC में पढ़ा था ना, what is the shrinkage in concrete? 3 into 10 to the power of -4 पढ़ा था. Shrinkage strength कितना है? So I hope you remember all these things. So next is due to relaxation of steel. What is happening in relaxation of steel? See, we are stretching a steel bar, right? And this steel bar is trying to go back and inducing compressive force in my concrete. Agreed or not? Inducing compressive force in my concrete. But when a steel bar is stretched for a longer time, some amount of steel bar stress, whatever is there, it will not be aiding any further in pre-stressing. Okay? So what is happening? Let us try to understand. So to introduce pre-stressing, we are first straining my steel bar. First मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? Strain कर रहा हूँ. I am dragging it. So I am trying to strain my steel bar. So whenever you are straining it, obviously strain will induce stress. You might have studied, right? This is a very important bit for small state PSC's exam. Stress से strain नहीं आता है. Whenever you are trying to strain a body, that will induce stress in your body. Agreed or not? So you are straining it. That means you are dragging my steel wire. So obviously what it is doing, it is undergoing some strain and this strain is giving you the stress. Agreed or not? So but what happens after a long time, certain amount of strain, not all strain, certain amount of strain, some part of it, 1 to 8%, in general around 3% of the total strain is converted into permanent strain. It is converted into what? The strain whatever you have, जो भी आपने स्ट्रेच किया है it is converted into permanent strain and it will not aid in giving any stress to your concrete member. I hope you got it right. So what is happening, around 3% of total the strain you have is converting into permanent strain and ये stress नहीं देगा, so 3% तक loss हो जाएगा because of relaxation of steel. In general it is 1 to 8%. If nothing is given you can take approximately 3%. Got it? Next is anchorage slip. Because of slip in anchorage, where you will be having anchorage slip, pre-tensioning or post-tensioning? जैसे नाम देख के बोल दो. Obviously in post-tensioning only you will be having anchorage slip. In pre-tensioning there is no anchorage. You are stretching the steel bar and casting it. You have a strong bond between your steel wire and concrete. There is no use of anchorage. But in post-tensioning what you are doing, you are dragging this and then you are just giving an anchorage at the ends. Agreed or not? Because of anchorage slip also you will be having certain amount of losses. Next is due to friction. Next we have due to friction, because frictional forces are induced. And one more thing, if जो frictional forces है, let me make it very clear, it will not be present in case of pre-tensioning. In case of pre-tensioning, in pre-tensioning a frictional forces present नहीं रहेंगे. Very clear, because what you are doing, we are dragging it wire and casting it along with concrete itself, right? So what happens, it is very good bonded. Wire जो है आगे पीछे नहीं जा रहा है, therefore there won't be any frictional losses when it comes to pre-tensioning. But in case of post-tensioning there could be this friction losses. There could be the wire moving here and there because it is not bonded to the concrete and it could lead to certain amount of losses. I hope it is very clear, right? What are the 6 type of losses you should be knowing on your fingertips? There are 6 type of losses. First one, elastic shortening. Second one, creep of concrete. Third one, shrinkage of concrete. Fourth one, relaxation of steel, anchorage slip, and also the frictional losses. So there are 6 losses, very important. Now let us divide this. A first important bit I am going to teach right now. First important bit, whether it is for state PSCs or ESC. So what of the following losses are short-term losses? Okay, so you can have multiple choice, like you will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, and he will say you to select the options 1, 2, 3, or just 1 and 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So like this there will be 4 options A, B, C, D. You have to take the right answer. And this is a very frequently asked question. So what are the short-term losses? Let us be very clear. What are the short-term losses? नाम ही कह रहा है. So whenever you are giving this pre-stress, immediately whatever losses you are able to see, we are calling them of short-term losses. The first short-term losses is elastic shortening of concrete. Obviously, as soon as you are giving some compressive force to any body, it will try to shrink a bit, right? That we are calling it as elastic shortening of concrete. Next, we have anchorage slip. See, as soon as you are providing the anchor in post tensioning, what will happen? It will try to slip, right? Because it is also exhibiting a lot of compressive force. Agreed or not? And next we have frictional losses. Remember, these 3 are short term losses and whatever rest are there, they are long term. Long term का तो काफी आसान है, देख के आप बता सकते हैं. Creep, it takes lot of time, so it is a long term loss. Shrinkage, concrete ऐसे ही shrink नहीं हो जाएगा, it will also take lot of time, so it is a long term process. And relaxation of steel, I told you, after a long time certain percentage of strain is getting converted into permanent strain, so obviously it takes a lot of time. So use your common sense, remember this. What are long term losses? Creep, shrinkage and relaxation of steel. काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है, याद रख लो. Sure shot question in whatever exams you are writing, right? At least in one of the examination this bit is going to come. So be ready with this and have conceptual clarity also. Okay, so next, second important question which can be asked in examination. Second important question, which of the following 6 losses, ये जो 6 losses है, which of the following 6 losses are seen in pre-tensioning as well as post-tensioning? Okay, so a question can come, and again same, A option 1, 2, 3, B option 1 and 2, C option 2 and 3, and D option all of the above. Like that a question MCQ can be formed, whether it is in ESC, GATE or any state PSC examinations. Let us be very clear when it comes to pre-tensioning. Obviously देख के कह सकते हो, tell me which of the following will not be present. Elastic shortening, creep, shrinkage, relaxation, anchorage slip, friction. It is very clear. Anchorage तो नहीं रहेगा. You know that there won't be any anchorage in pre-tensioning. So anchorage slip कहाँ से रहेगा? So there won't be any losses because of anchorage slip in pre-tensioning, as well as there won't be any frictional losses in pre-tensioning. So the top four, whatever you have, it could be due to elastic shortening, creep, shrinkage and relaxation of steel will be present in pre-tensioning, but there won't be any anchorage slip as well as frictional losses. I hope it is very clear. I hope it is very clear. This is a very important bit. देख के आप कह सकते हो यार, कोई problem नहीं है. In pre-tensioning, what you are doing? Stretching the wire and casting the concrete. So obviously, as soon as you are cutting it, it will try to go back to its original position. There will be a compressing force introduced, so elastic shortening आ जाएगा. Obviously, when a concrete is loaded, there will be a long-term strain, that is nothing but creep. So there will be creep, and concrete has a property of shrinkage. See, these are concrete properties, yeah, whether it is pre-stressed or reinforced cement concrete or plain cement concrete, it doesn't matter. Creep and shrinkage तो आएगा ही आएगा. So creep, shrinkage is constant, elastic shortening is your common sense, and then you have relaxation of steel. A long-term effect पे क्या होता है? Certain amount of strain is converted into permanent strain, and it will not give any stress. I hope it is very clear, right? So that is relaxation of steel. So these four losses will be present in pre-tensioning. Now coming to post-tensioning. Post-tensioning, obviously I have told you there are two losses extra here, which is anchorage slip and friction losses, friction. So these two losses are not present in pre-tensioning. Obviously these two losses will be present in post-tensioning because anchorage you are providing in post-tensioning, right? What you are doing? First you are casting the concrete and then you are stretching the wire and providing a anchorage, right? So what is happening? Obviously there is a chance of anchorage slip, and here the wire is not completely bonded to my concrete and it can move here and there, so creating the frictional losses. So I have all the losses when it comes to post-tensioning except elastic shortening of concrete. Okay, yes, except elastic shortening of concrete. Why? Let me make it very clear. Again, this is a very important bit when it comes to elastic shortening of concrete. मैंने यहाँ पे दे दिया है, just you can scroll down a bit. So here it is a very important note. Elastic shortening भी रहेगा in post tensioning, but it depends the way you are giving the pre-stress. It depends the way you are giving the pre-stress. If you are giving simultaneous tensioning, for example, if you have just only one wire passing through your neutral axis or below your neutral axis and providing the anchorage, then there won't be any elastic shortening because you are stretching the wire and this anchorage is there. No, it will distribute the stress uniformly and you will not see much of this elastic shortening. I hope it is very clear. Next comes a very important thing, successive tensioning. In successive tensioning, what is happening is, let us say I'm dividing into three levels: level 1, level 2, level 3. At level 1, first you are giving the pre-stressing, okay? And then obviously we will be providing anchorage. So let us say here there is no elastic shortening. Because of this there is no elastic shortening, okay? So what is happening? The losses is equals to 0. The losses क्या हो गया? Is equals to 0. But at the level 2, whenever you are giving this tensioning again, whenever you are dragging the steel wire and trying to give this anchorage, obviously this body, whatever was present, it will try to move in a bit, obviously, right? Because you are giving compressive force to the already existing body, तो क्या हो जाएगा? थोड़ा compress हो जाएगा. But if you want to do it at level 3 again, so the body which was already compressed will be compressed furthermore, right? So I hope it is very clear. So what is happening? See the diagram carefully. If you have only one steel wire like this, the first wire whatever you are giving the tensioning, the losses will be 0. अगर एक ही करके छोड़ दिए, so it will be similar case of the simultaneous tensioning and the losses will be 0. But if you are again stretching it at the level 2 after giving some gap, then what will happen? Obviously this body whatever was there, it will be moving in by delta 1. I hope it is very clearly right. I hope you got the concept. What is happening whenever you are giving the tensioning to the cable at this level 2, there will be certain deflection. I hope you got the concept. समझ नहीं आ रहा है? So similarly, when and what will be the losses because of this? There won't be any losses in this cable at 2. At this cable 2, there won't be any losses. At cable 1, we will be having losses. At cable 1, we will be having losses. But when you are giving this cable 3, what will happen? Both this will go in at the cable level 1 and cable level 2. Therefore, there will be losses. Whenever I am introducing cable 3, there will be losses at level 1 as well as level 2, but at level 3 there will not be any losses. I hope it is very clear, right? ये table याद रख लो and see the diagram. Erase it. Let me erase this. Diagram याद रख लो, table याद रख लो. Not that important, but the concept whatever I have taught you. In successive tensioning, elastic shortening will be present. In simultaneous tensioning, there won't be any losses. Even if you are giving the 3 bars simultaneously, even if you have 3 things, if you are loading it simultaneously, then there won't be any losses. I hope you got it. Concept is very clear. So these are the very important thing. And now you can ask me, sir, why we are studying losses? क्या ये इतने ज़्यादा magnitude में रहते हैं कि we have to consider it? Yes, the magnitude of these losses are very high. And this is a very important bit, the note 1. This has been asked many times. Okay, by twisting the words, it has been asked many times. The thing is, in pre-tensioning, the losses are more, or post-tensioning, the losses are more. Okay, let me make it very clear. The pre-tensioning losses are higher compared to that of post-tensioning losses. Even though there are only 4 losses which are accounting to the pre-tensioning. कौन से? Elastic shortening, creep, shrinkage, and we also have relaxation of steel. Here we could have all the 6, right? 5 तो रहेंगे. Elastic shortening will depend whether it is simultaneous tensioning or successive tensioning, right? Even then, let me make it very clear, bachon, that pre-tensioning will be having more losses compared to that of post-tensioning. याद रख लो, which have high losses? Pre-tensioning. The magnitude will be around 25%, and in post-tensioning, it will be around 20%. This is also a very important bit again. Twist करके पूछेगा, twist करके पूछेगा, question याद रख लो this. This is relatively around 25% and this is relatively around 20%. Very important bit. याद रख लो, because he can twist these numbers and ask in multiple choice questions the way he want. Okay, so far you have conceptual clarity. So far I hope you are perfect in this. Let us continue further and derive the formula for these losses. Very important, simple questions can be framed. There are 5 formulas. Using these 5 formulas, you can solve 2 marks question in ESC, GATE as well as state PSCs. Okay, simple formulas rahenge, but I'm running short of time. I will make it in module 2. I don't want to make it lengthy. I want you to be perfect in this concept, so I'm giving you time to digest. And in the next module, I'm going to derive all these 5 formulas. Derive, okay, I will derive and explain you. Very simple formulas, very simple formulas. Listen to that module, you will be more than perfect. Okay, see you in next module, in which I'm going to end this topic, as well as there will be one small topic left, which is codal provisions. Okay, which will be codal provisions. This is like a additional topics for PSC. I will teach this also, no need to worry. You can read it on your own, it is up to you, but I will teach you also. Have a nice day. See you in next module.